Hey, you guys, good morning. I wanted to jump on and share some thoughts because I had a pretty cool dream and I've already been texting with two of my friends this morning. And last night I had just the best conversation with one of my girlfriends who is working on her own inner child issues. So let me just start this is how the energy feels to me. I'm a manifesting generator 6-2, Aries rising, Libra moon. The nodes of destiny are currently in in Aries and in Libra, and the eclipse that we just had on Monday was a lunar eclipse in Libra, and then the next eclipse that we're having on April 8th is a solar eclipse, and that is in Aries. So for me, I feel like I am in this turbine of energy. And this dream that I had last night was the meeting of two energies, and when they collided, they were sparking. And the two energies were the pain of the inner child and the anger of the inner teenager. And something that I think is happening with the current energies of Aries and Libra is that we are differentiating between ourselves and our wounds, ourselves and the belief systems of the current constructs, and ourselves and other people. And when we can differentiate and pull away our enmeshment to each other, because we're all part of the collective consciousness, like our subconscious mind is like an interconnected net that connects everyone together. The frequencies coming off of our phone, our computer, our TV, and the actual satellite 5G, things that are everywhere, those are all giving us frequencies into our mind that are causing us to think and act and feel in particular ways, because it's all energy. And energy can be measured. All you have to do is look it up on the emotional scale. So what I wanted to share was one of the text message threads is about manifestation, and are we blocking our manifestation by not getting in touch with our raw feelings? And it's like, yes, kind of, because the raw feelings of the inner child, especially if they're deep-seated in the unconscious, that's in your freeze your freeze and fawn response, where that is the state of your physical body to escape your body so that you don't feel the physical trauma. The easiest way to think about this is like a doe that's about to get eaten by a lion, or a gazelle that's about to get eaten by a lion. When they go into dorsal, they leave their body so that they don't have to experience the pain of being eaten until they die. When we are little and our brain is developing from unconscious to subconscious to then conscious awareness that we are separate from other people, that we are our own individual, that process, if we have attachment wounds that make us feel separate from our tribe or from our caregivers, we will stay in that level of intelligence, that level of brain development, and recreate our life based on that feeling state, that vibrational state, that awareness state that the world is unsafe and I am unsafe in my body, until you get back to those feelings. But the problem is that most of us don't know that we're actually operating our lives from a dorsal state of unconscious awareness. And we only find out about our feelings when we get triggered, and then we do whatever it is that we're going to do to cover up those sad feelings. We get angry. And so this dream that I had was really seeing that we have an opportunity right now in the Libra, in the codependency and the fawn response of people pleasing, and the Aries of the inner warrior. We're meeting that intersection of when our teenage parts realized that things were really fucked up in our house, and then whatever we did to buck the system. So if you're working on manifestation and it's not working, this part of it is that we are not in a synchronized place with the universe to quote unquote manifest. The universal energies of where we are with Aries and Libra is giving us an opportunity to see the contrast in our life and feel the contrast in our body. So if you're having anxiety, or if you're having where you're really irritable, you're meeting those two energies of the inner child and of the inner teenager, your warrior self and your people-pleasing self. And so really, instead of focusing on manifestation right now, or or, you know, if you're not thinking about manifestation, you're thinking about your body goals, now would not be the time to start anything super concrete. But what you can do is set the intention for what you do want, and then let the energies that are not in alignment with that thing show up. So what that means is, if you set a target, you set a goal, your conscious mind is like, this is the thing that I want to experience in my life or in my body. Perfect. Okay. So you have that goal. There are things in your thinking, feeling, actions, and speech that are not aligned with that thing. And they're mostly unconscious. Everybody else can see it because it's who you are, but because it's unconscious to you, just part of your operating system, you can't see it. I relate it to, if you stand on your feet, you can't see the bottom of your foot, but the bottom of your foot is still you, right? So you can take a look at the exterior of your life to see what it is that you've created based on that unconscious. So then that's when you start to see, like, well, if I have this goal for my body and I have this habit, that habit doesn't go, right? So let me go work on this habit that doesn't fit my dream or doesn't fit my manifestation. And then whatever not enough feeling that I have, that no matter how hard I try, how will I feel if I don't be able to achieve this goal or this manifestation? That's your inner child sadness of the wounds of feeling alone. And when you are also looking at that habit and then you start to get irritated with it and you're like, screw this, I'm pissed off about this, this, and this. The world is set up so that I can't be successful. The world powers are doing this. Diet culture is doing this. Diet culture is making me feel a certain way. If you can look at where you go flat and sad and feel worthless and where you get pissed off, the things that you're getting pissed off about are actually a reflection of where you are not acknowledging who you are in spite of your pain. Because there's a part of this teenage and this Mars warrior aspect of us that is angry at you for not seeing how great you are, because the things that you have to not see about your goodness are the things that were injured or made to be bad in the inner child wound, whether it was from specific abuse or it was from your interpretation of you behaving in a certain way and getting punished with whatever abuse you got, mental, emotional, physical, sexual abuse. So it's based on the perception of your child mind with the emotional experience in your body because of an event happening around you, or it's the direct assault from a caregiver who was dealing with their own abuse and taking their bad feelings out on you because you were in the vicinity. You were their target. So I want you to re-listen to this. I'm going to re-listen to this and upload it to Otter AI so I can get the transcript, because this is what I think is really happening. And I'm having like little spotty conversations with people that are dealing with different aspects of the current energies. And if this is bizarre for you, take a look at what's going on in the world. Take a look at what's going on in California with the businesses in California, real estate in California, and just look to see where you can find some fear of scarcity and not being supportive. Because whatever emotions you have around what's going on around you, those are an indicator of what the deep-seated inner child emotions and inner teenage anger about the emotions and about the things are within your body. When you can access those, you can start to use the energy of your mental and emotional body, and then the actions that you're doing and the things that you're saying to recalibrate and change your energy and ride this wave. Because we're in a wave right now, and it's scary, but it's also really good and exhilarating. Okay, I gotta go. Goodbye.